Hey everyone, welcome back. Are you ready for another deep dive? Today we're going to be talking some hockey. And, I know you guys are all over anything about the Nordiques coming back to Quebec City, right?
Right.
Yeah, like it's been, what, almost 30 years since they left? And the fans they're still holding out hope.
Oh, yeah.
And there's some recent news that, well, it's got people buzzing, to say the least.
Definitely some buzz.
Yeah, we've got some new reporting here from Bruce Garrioch. And, well, it's not, a full-on Nordiques comeback or anything.
Oh, not yet.
Not yet, but it's a pretty big deal.
It is. It is.
Yeah, so what Garrioch is reporting is that the owner of the Ottawa Senators, Michael Andlauer, he's going to be holding this press conference
Okay.
to announce that there are going to be NHL games in Quebec City.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's not a new franchise,
Right.
but it's definitely something. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely something to get excited about. I mean, obviously, we have to manage expectations a little bit here.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. These are probably going to be exhibition games, preseason, most likely. Not, regular season games.
Right.
But this could be, a first step, right? It's a step in the right direction.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And you know what really caught my eye in this report?
What's that?
One of these games, they're saying that it's going to be, get this, the Senators versus the Montreal Canadiens.
Whoa.
Can you imagine that rivalry in Quebec City?
Oh, man. Talk about a way to get the city buzzing.
Right. That's going to be huge.
Huge.
Yeah. I mean, why is Andlauer doing this, right? What's the strategy here?
Well, you got to think about it. The NHL has added a bunch of expansion teams recently, right?
Yeah.
And Quebec City keeps getting passed over.
Yeah, yeah.
So, maybe Andlauer is, testing the waters. Could this be a little trial run for a potential franchise bid down the line?
That's a really interesting thought, actually. I mean, it kind of makes you wonder.
It does. It does.
And it's not just the games either, right? The report also said that the Senators are going to hold part of their training camp in Quebec City.
Wow.
So the fans are really going to get a taste of real, NHL level hockey.
That's huge. That's just, more exposure, more excitement. It just keeps, Quebec City in the conversation.
Exactly. Keeps them on the radar.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I know it's not the Nordiques back full-time,
Right.
but I think this is a pretty good sign, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's a really positive sign, even if it's not the, immediate return that everyone's hoping for. It at least shows that, Quebec City is on the NHL's radar.
It is. It is.
They're not forgotten.
Yeah. So for all you Quebec City fans out there, I know you're on the edge of your seats waiting for this announcement.
For sure.
It really does seem like this could be the start of something big. Maybe, just maybe, this is the first chapter in the Nordiques comeback story.
I like the way you think.
Yeah, yeah. So, but, even with this news, it still begs the question, what's it really going to take to bring an NHL team back to Quebec City for good? What are the hurdles that they still have to overcome?
That's $1 million question, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, they've got the passionate fan base, right? That's not a question.
Oh, yeah.
But they need, a strong ownership group, an arena that's, up to NHL standards. And of course, the money, right? The financial backing to make it all happen.
Yeah, all of that has to fall into place.
It does. It does. And you can't forget about, the bigger picture here. The NHL, they look at things like, franchise valuations, TV markets, and, their overall strategy for expansion.
Right.
Quebec City needs to make a case for themselves that fits into all of that.
Yeah. They've got to convince the league that it makes sense, not just for Quebec City, but for the NHL as a whole.
Exactly.
It's a business, after all.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. I know we'll all be watching closely.
Absolutely. This is definitely a story that we're going to keep following here in the deep dive.
You got it. And, hey, maybe this whole thing, maybe it'll be the thing that finally brings NHL hockey back to Quebec City for good.
I hope so. I think everyone's hoping for that.
Yeah.
It would be an amazing story.
It would be. It would be. All right, well, that's it for this deep dive, folks. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.
See ya.